money. Minimum. SAG minimum. Why? Because they made it as a film, short film, the short film contract. The absolute bottom line, I got $211 a day. It was the minimum. Of course, I got some overtime, etc. But that, you can't live on that. Mm-hmm. However, and it was only a 2-day shoot. So they did it on the cheap, and they're starting to do that now because it's speculative. It's a speculative thing. And so there's that. So there will be stuff, those kinds of things that actors are going to be called upon to do. So as I say, in my case, if I were young and that I got that, I'd have to have a bread job. Because that's not going to pay my car fare. Mm-hmm. It does pay more than that, but because in New York the subway's $2.75, so it's I think they're past that. So nonetheless, but you understand my. You can't play your rent because rents are high in New York as they are in LA. So you got to have that extra money on the side for you able to survive that learning period where you're going to be asked to do stuff like that. But you must do it because it's going to be seen, and it's another piece of the reel for yourself in your website. So cobbling together stuff like that is part of the job now. It's piecemeal, but it's part of what you have to do. So with those great words of wisdom, patience, persistence, and the pursuit of perfection of your craft is part of your job. And it's a lifetime journey. Those 3 Ps.
Absolutely.
Okay? Persistence, patience, and
perfection. Absolutely.
But it's just the pursuit. Not there yet. I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it. I will be a better actor tomorrow than I am today. And I'm an old guy, so that's still part of my mantra.
Absolutely. Okay? Well, Greg, thank you.
Encouraged, start thinking about all the good things you've done and all the praise you've got. Don't listen to all the negative stuff, as it were.
Yep. Don't focus on the negative. Think of the positive.
Yeah, it's hard to do though when you're down. Hard. That's why meditation is so good. It'll take you into a place of now, the here and now. You've heard of the term, he's very present. What does that mean? It means being in the moment. Well, meditation can teach you to be in the moment, the here and now. The here and now. And it makes everything much simpler when you get to a certain state. You're not always in that state of great calm and equanimity, but you get in a better state than you were before you started meditation. Mm-hmm. I suggest people try to do that once or twice a day. It's part of their journey, one of their tools. Help the body relax. Just to relax the muscles of the body. One of the things in calm they always do is say, okay, now just relax the jaw. Just relax. Some people clench their teeth too much. Just learn to relax your neck. So just those simple relaxation exercises get very, very, very useful. Mm-hmm. Because when you have muscles, quote, you resist flow. And you're always looking for flow in your work. But all technique, inner technique at least, is a platform for organic behavior. So that's what you want to try to get to more of that plateau where you can jump off into really, really nice organic work. And that's what we're all after. And it comes now and then. That's the great bliss of acting, in my judgment. Yeah. I was able to do Lear a few years ago, and quite a few years ago. I was young enough to be able to carry Cordelia. And so I worked out enough so I could carry, but they called me and said, "Do you work out?" I said, well, "I don't want a heavy Cordelia, thank you very much. No, I want a thin Cordelia," so I had to carry her. It's a thrust stage. I did an 850-seat house in Oklahoma City. So not only did I have to learn to muscle relax, but also to be pumped up so I could carry something 40 yards. But muscle relaxation is very, very important, and you can work on that every day of your life if you want. so that you're more able to focus on the tap when you get an audition and or when you're in a play. And it's opening night and you're nervous. There are ways to begin work on yourself before you get there. When I open in a play, about 4 hours before I go, I start the journey of entering the journey, the story of the play. And the same can be applied when you do a scene in front of a camera and you're doing an audition. The same. I'll enter the world of the play as best. It doesn't have to be perfect. Perfectly imperfect is perfect as you need to be, but you must begin. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
And so, as much as you may feel that you're not in it, the very fact that you're starting is part of the process. And let the process play out. Sometimes you'll be great, sometimes not so great. Nobody pitches a no-hitter every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some days it's not there as much as it is another day, but that's still good enough. So settling for imperfection is also part of something people need to learn. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's on a journey toward perfection, but it'll never be that perfect.
Yeah.
Get it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as perfect, you know?
No, no. Only God's perfect. And who knows, he may not be either, or she may not be, depending on your notion of who God is.
Mm.
And that's a whole other story. That's theology. We can get into that another time, but nonetheless. Get it?
Absolutely.
So, persistence, pursuit of perfection, with okayness about imperfection. And sometimes imperfections are something they want. Because it's human. And what are you doing? You're portraying a human being. And human beings are flawed. And sometimes they make mistakes. It's okay. Okay. Could I be better? Yeah. Is that good enough? Yeah, probably. It's the best I got today. And be okay with that. And don't beat yourself up after what you thought was a bad audition or you didn't like what you did. Don't beat yourself up. I do it. I still do it. I've really gotten to the point where I don't do it that much anymore. Next. I'll be better next time. Okay?
Absolutely. Well, Greg, thank you very much for letting me talk to you. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and I've been redundant, but as I say, persistently telling yourself the same kind of admonitions to make yourself better, I think is an important lesson I may pass along to people. So again, Trey, thank you very much. Enjoyed chatting with you, and I wish all out there who are listening, God bless you, and have a great career, and know that imperfection is on the journey to perfection. Okay? Persist. Talk soon. Okay?
Thank you very much.
You bet. Bye, Trey.
Bye-bye. And that was actor and acting teacher, Mr. Greg Mulavey. Thank you very much for listening, and as always, God bless.